S1E2. Wondrous music begins. Hello, friends, and welcome to a world far beyond our own, a magical floating realm called Luna. Imagine a place where the sky isn't just blue, but glows with a soft ethereal light, and the ground beneath your feet. Well, there is no ground. Instead, magnificent trees grow from fluffy white clouds, their roots dangling into the endless expanse. Rivers of pure color, shimmering like liquid rainbows, flow through the air, and if you listen closely, you can hear the flowers humming a gentle tune. Here, the wind doesn't just blow. It carries sparkling stardust, painting the air with every gust. In this wondrous land, there are no people, no cats, no dogs, only birds. Each one a vibrant splash of color against the glowing sky. Our story begins with Luma, a brilliant parrot whose feathers shimmered in shades of bright blue and dazzling green. Luma wasn't just any bird, he was an artist. Every morning, just as the first light touched the cloud tops, he would take flight with berry juice airs and pollen dust, painting the dawn sky with breathtaking motifs. He was curious, playful, and his mind was always bursting with new, creative ideas. By his side, always, was his best friend, Pip. Pip was a tiny canary, a little ball of sunshine yellow, with small, round wings. What Pip lacked in size, he more than made up for in courage. He was Luma's biggest fan and bravest helper, always ready for an adventure, no matter how big or small. Together, they were the heart of Luna, adding beauty and joy to their already magical home. One afternoon, as Luma and Pip were napping on a soft cloud branch, something strange happened. The gentle sky began to darken, not with storm clouds, but with a swirl of chaotic color. A bizarre rainbow storm, unlike anything ever seen in Luna, descended upon their world. It wasn't a gentle rain of colors, it was a whirlwind. Streaks of red crashed into pools of blue, splashes of yellow mixed with purple. And soon, the entire sky was a messy, muddled canvas. The beautiful, flowing color rivers were churned into a murky brown myrrh, and the humming flowers fell silent, confused by the chaos. Luma awoke with a start, his artist's heart aching at the sight. Pip. "Look!" he chirped, his voice filled with alarm. The sky. "It's a mess." Pip, ever the brave one, puffed out his chest. "Don't worry, Luma. We have to fix it before nightfall, or the starlight won't be able to shine through." They knew they had to act fast. The beauty of their world depended on it. Luma's creative mind went into overdrive. Trying to separate the colors was impossible. The storm was too powerful. So, he had a wild, wonderful idea. "Pip," he exclaimed, his eyes sparkling with excitement, "if we can't beat the storm, let's join it. Let's not just fix it, let's make it the biggest, most beautiful piece of art Luna has ever seen." Pip tilted his head, intrigued. "An art show? In a storm?" "Exactly," Luma chirped. With a plan in mind, they flew straight into the heart of the colorful tempest. Luma, with his strong wings, began to guide the chaotic streams of color. He swooped and dived, using his own body like a paintbrush, pulling a streak of runaway red into a perfect spiral. Pip, small and nimble, darted through the smallest, nudging droplets of blue and yellow together to create brilliant bursts of green. They weren't fighting the storm anymore. They were dancing with it. They called to the other birds of Luna who had been hiding from the storm. "Come out. Come help us paint." Soon, the sky was filled with birds of every color, all following Luma's lead. Hummingbirds zipped around, creating fine, sparkling details. Toucans used their large beaks to scoop and pour rivers of color into cascading waterfalls. The messy, chaotic storm was transformed. It became a symphony of movement and light, a breathtaking spectacle of swirling, intertwining colors that moved in perfect harmony. As the sun began to set, the storm finally calmed, leaving behind its magnificent creation. The sky was filled with vibrant, pulsing ribbons of light that danced and swayed in the gentle breeze. It was more beautiful than anything Luma had ever painted on his own. The birds of Luna stared in awe. They hadn't just cleaned up a mess, they had created something entirely new. They called it the Dancing Rainbows, the very first aurora of their world. Luma and Pip, perched on a cloud, watched their masterpiece glow, their hearts full. They learned that sometimes the most beautiful things are born from the biggest messes. Flow, especially when you face them with a bit of courage and a splash of creativity. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical journey to Luna. If you loved this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. We'd love to have you in our flock. See you next time.